going on YouTube? James here, and in this video, we're going to go over the new feature of the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, the action button. This phone has been out for a few months now, so there are a lot of new custom functions that this action button can do. So we'll go over a few of them. So this iPhone has been out for about a few months now, and the new feature, biggest feature I should say, is the replacement of the iconic mute switch that was right here. They replaced it with a button that's programmable, so you can do it anything you pretty much want to. So we're going to go over the stock features that they have, and then of course some of the custom ones. So let's get started. So first we're going to unlock the phone, go to settings, and then we're going to go to action button. So this is the interface to set up the button. I have it already on the custom setting I have, but let's go to the stock ones real quick. So here are some of the stock ones. By default, this is the mute toggle switch. We swipe over, we have do not disturb, the camera launch button and shutter button, I believe, the flashlight, voice memos launch and record, magnifier, and then we're starting to get into customs here. This is where the customization really expands, is through Siri shortcuts. So a lot of people have already created quite a few. And as you see, I already have one selected. So we're going to keep it on that one for now. But all the other ones I showed you are pretty straightforward. You know, they launch the action that you see, in this case, magnifier or the flashlight, and then you can toggle it again to turn it off. So that's pretty much the stock shortcuts there. But when it comes to the custom shortcuts, that's where things get a lot more interesting. So if we go into the shortcuts app, any one of these here, custom shortcuts that you see here, can be set to that button. So I already have one set up. And thanks to a fellow YouTuber, Snazzy Labs, if you haven't seen his channel, you should definitely check it out. But he's the one who introduced me to this cool shortcut on here called Flippity Doodah. I believe he's the one who created it. But that shortcut really puts the action button to work, because by default, it is only one action. So you can't add multiple functions. You can only do one. And then if you want to change it, you have to go to that setting I showed you here and then change it to switch the function. This is something I hope Apple changes in the future, but right now that's what it is. So it's pretty limited in that regard. But this shortcut here changes all that, because the Flippity Doodah basically, as it states, uses the phone's gyroscope. So when you turn it over or like this, each gyroscope detection adds a new function. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that. So if we keep the phone straight, like so, and I hold the action button, it should, for me at least, launch the magnifier. You see? It launched the magnifier like so. And yeah, you could do as you would with that. You can also change that to whatever you need it, but I have it set to the magnifier. But if you, let's go to music, for example. If you turn this over to this side, where the dynamic island's facing the left, you can create a different action. So if we hold down the action button while the phone is facing the left side, as you see, it toggles orientation. Now, it doesn't really work in the music app, as I thought, but as you saw there, it does toggle orientation. So if you do it again, that is another function that this single button does thanks to that shortcut. And if we turn it to the other side, to the right side where the dynamic island is facing the right, it becomes a camera launch button, as you see there. It now launches the camera. And then you can change whatever you need to. But this is pretty cool, because if you need to take a quick picture, you just tilt it over and hit that action button. This is really cool. This thing has a bunch of functions, but I'm just showing you what the concept is. turns this single button here into multiple actions thanks to the shortcuts. This is really powerful and really useful. And I'll link the original video that shows you this and all the bunch of other really useful actions. And then I'll link the shortcut, so if you want it, you could download it yourself. But that is the action button there, and makes this a really powerful feature for power users that want to get the most out of your iPhone with a single button. It's pretty cool. And that's one of the major features of this phone. But I hope Apple really expands on it later, adding multiple functions or even double click and triple clicks to make it easier. Because right now it's just a single press and hold and that's it. So if it wasn't for this shortcut, this would be rather limited. But I hope you like what you saw. I was just demonstrating the cool feature of the action button and the many custom shortcuts that have come out since this phone's launch that you can find and add to the list of shortcuts to make this button so much more useful. I have only shown you one, and there are tons others. So you should definitely look into it and see which one that suits you best. But I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, obviously leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe, as it really helps me a ton. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.